4 dangerous vitamins seniors should avoid and 4 to take daily after 65. What if I told you that the very vitamins you pop every morning might actually be undermining your health, or worse, slowly harming your body from within? According to findings published by the Journal of the American Medical Association, JAMA, seniors who take the wrong supplements may face a startling 40% increased risk of early death. This isn't alarmist clickbait. It's clinical data. One commonly consumed vitamin has been linked to brain shrinkage. Another increases the likelihood of stroke, nerve damage, and heart failure, even at standard doses. Chances are you're taking at least one of them every day. After age 65, your body changes dramatically. Your liver slows down, your kidneys lose efficiency, and your nervous system becomes more fragile. Yet certain supplements, once thought helpful, begin to accumulate, disrupt vital systems, and mimic symptoms often mistaken for aging. But here's the truth: it's not just aging. It's often avoidable. In this detailed guide, we'll uncover the 4 vitamins you should stop taking after age 65 and the 4 you should absolutely start, ones backed by strong clinical evidence. Stick around until the very end because vitamin number 1 has been shown to reduce the risk of death by 36% in a landmark European study. Let's start by looking at the 4 harmful ones and why they're more dangerous than you think. Vitamin number 4 to avoid: vitamin A in retinol form. At first glance, vitamin A sounds like a hero. It supports vision, enhances the immune system, and promotes skin health. But for older adults, particularly those using multivitamins or liver-derived supplements, too much vitamin A, especially in the form of retinol, can quietly become toxic. What most people don't realize is that vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin. That means instead of being excreted like water-soluble nutrients, it's stored in the liver and fatty tissues. As you age, your liver's capacity slows down and fat stores shift, allowing vitamin A to accumulate rather than exit the body. This slow buildup can lead to chronic toxicity. The symptoms are subtle: dry skin, dizziness, blurred vision, and joint pain, often brushed off as signs of aging. But they may signal vitamin A overload. A 2022 review published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that excess retinol intake in older adults was associated with a 25% increased risk of atrial fibrillation, a dangerous heart rhythm disorder that sharply increases stroke risk, especially in those over 65. If you're taking a supplement with retinol or retinyl palmitate, it's time to reevaluate. While your body does need vitamin A, you can safely get it from food sources like sweet potatoes, spinach, carrots, and eggs, where it's found as beta-carotene. This form is much safer because your body only converts beta-carotene to vitamin A when needed, preventing toxic buildup. Check your labels. If your multivitamin contains more than 700 micrograms per day for women or 900 micrograms per day for men, particularly in retinol form, it may be doing more harm than good. The smarter choice? Skip the synthetic versions entirely and get your vitamin A the natural way through real, whole foods. Vitamin number 3 to avoid: iron. Iron is another essential nutrient that turns into a silent threat after age 65. Many seniors take iron to combat fatigue, brittle nails, or mild anemia, but for the vast majority, this can be a dangerous mistake. Here's why. After age 65, your body stops losing iron like it used to. Women, after menopause, and men, post-puberty, no longer lose iron through menstruation or growth. That means iron begins to accumulate, especially if you're supplementing. Unlike excess water-soluble nutrients, surplus iron gets stored, particularly in the liver, heart, and pancreas. Over time, this buildup causes oxidative stress. the generation of unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. Too much iron also leads to the formation of lipid peroxides, toxic compounds linked to Alzheimer's, heart disease, and cancer. The most alarming part? Many seniors don't need extra iron at all unless they've been diagnosed with an iron deficiency due to bleeding, surgery, ulcers, or chronic disease. Diet alone, including meat, beans, fortified cereals, and greens, usually provides ample iron. When you add a supplement on top, you risk tipping the scales dangerously. Symptoms of iron overload. They often look like normal aging, fatigue, memory problems, joint pain, heart palpitations. But beneath the surface, your brain, liver, and heart may be paying the price. Here's what to do. Check your multivitamin. If it contains iron, reconsider. Ask your doctor for a serum ferritin and transferrin saturation test to assess your iron stores. If your levels are high, you may need to reduce red meat and avoid all iron supplements. Choose iron-free multivitamins designed specifically for seniors. Iron may benefit younger bodies, but at 65 plus, it can fan the flames of silent inflammation and chronic illness. Vitamin number 2 to avoid: calcium, when taken alone. For decades, calcium has been the go-to supplement for strong bones. It's in almost every senior health ad, wellness brochure, and multivitamin on the shelf. But there's a hidden danger most don't see coming. Calcium, when taken as a standalone supplement, especially in large doses, may increase the risk of heart attacks, strokes, and arterial calcification, a condition where calcium deposits harden your arteries instead of your bones. Yes, calcium is vital, but where it ends up matters more than how much you take. In youth, your bones are like sponges. They absorb calcium efficiently thanks to hormones and growth factors. But after 65, that absorption slows significantly. Without proper regulation, excess calcium is deposited in the joints, blood vessels, and soft tissues, not the bones. And it gets worse. Seniors often take acid blockers for reflux, which reduce calcium absorption. High doses of calcium can interfere with zinc and iron absorption. Digestive side effects like constipation and bloating are common. If you're taking 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day or more in supplement form, and you already consume calcium-rich foods, you could be putting your heart and kidneys at risk. What's the better path? Get calcium from whole foods, leafy greens, yogurt, almonds, sardines with bones, chia seeds. If supplementation is needed, pair it with vitamin D3 and K2, which help direct calcium into bones and keep it out of arteries. Your bones require more than calcium. They need balance, movement, and nutrient synergy. Your heart, on the other hand, needs you to keep calcium away from its walls. Stay tuned, because coming up next are the 4 vitamins seniors should take every day to boost energy, protect the brain, and extend life expectancy. And vitamin number 1 may be the single most powerful longevity nutrient you're not taking yet. Vitamin number 1, the most dangerous supplement for seniors over 65. This one might surprise you. It's one of the most commonly recommended vitamins, often self-prescribed, and it's heavily marketed for brain health, energy, and nerve function. But for seniors, vitamin B6, when taken in high doses, can become one of the most dangerous supplements of all. Most people see B6 as harmless. It's included in countless multivitamins, energy blends, and nerve support formulas. Doctors even suggest it to help with brain fog or fatigue. But what few realize is that after age 65, high doses of B6 can quietly begin to harm your nervous system, degrade your muscle strength, and cause symptoms that look like natural aging, but are actually signs of toxicity. Here's what people get wrong. Yes, vitamin B6 is water-soluble, which should mean your body can just flush out the excess, but B6 doesn't work like most water-soluble vitamins. When consumed in high doses, it builds up in nerve tissue, and once stored there, it becomes neurotoxic. What happens next? The excess B6 starts to damage your sensory nerves, causing symptoms like tingling, numbness, burning feet, difficulty balancing, and even muscle weakness. Many seniors experience these problems and are misdiagnosed with diabetic neuropathy or simply told they're just getting older. But in many cases, it's actually B6 toxicity. Although the official upper limit is 100 milligrams per day, studies have shown that even 50 milligrams daily, taken consistently, can trigger toxicity in older adults. The problem is, many over-the-counter products, especially those marketed for energy, memory, or nerve health, often contain 100 to 250% of the upper limit per serving. Combine that with a multivitamin, fortified foods, and other sources, and you can unknowingly exceed the safe range every single day. And once nerve damage from B6 sets in, recovery is slow. Sometimes it's permanent. Seniors are especially vulnerable due to slower metabolism, reduced liver clearance, and chronic conditions like thyroid disease or diabetes, which already burden the nervous system. So what's the solution? You still need vitamin B6, just not in large amounts. The recommended daily amount is only 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men. And you can easily get that from foods like chickpeas, tuna, bananas, turkey, and fortified cereals. Unless your doctor has diagnosed you with a B6 deficiency through blood testing, you do not need high-dose supplements. Check your supplement labels. If your multivitamin or nerve support formula contains more than 5 to 10 milligrams of B6 per serving, it's time to make a change. Choose a senior-specific formula, and when in doubt, ask your doctor for a simple blood test. Because when it comes to B6 after 65, more is not better. More could mean irreversible nerve damage. Now that you've seen the most dangerous vitamins, it's time to look at the other side of the story. The 4 most essential nutrients every senior should take daily. These are ranked from least to most critical. And number 1 may be the closest thing we have to a longevity pill. Vitamin number 4, magnesium in absorbable forms. Magnesium is one of the most underappreciated and underconsumed nutrients in seniors, and one of the most important. By the time you reach 65, your body's magnesium levels have likely dropped considerably. Why? Because as you age, magnesium absorption declines. The kidneys excrete more of it, and many common medications, including diuretics, acid blockers, and blood pressure meds, further strip magnesium from your system. The result? Fatigue, muscle cramps, poor sleep, anxiety, irregular heartbeat, insulin resistance, and more. These issues often develop gradually and are chalked up to just getting older. But when magnesium is restored, seniors often notice dramatic improvements. Better sleep, steadier balance, fewer cramps, and even sharper cognition. Magnesium supports over 300 enzyme systems in your body. It regulates blood pressure, supports nerve and muscle function, helps manage blood sugar, and keeps your heart rhythm stable. Magnesium deficiency is also linked to increased risk of dementia, atrial fibrillation, and type 2 diabetes. But not all magnesium supplements are created equal. Many common forms like magnesium oxide are poorly absorbed and cause digestive distress. The most effective and gentle forms for seniors include magnesium glycinate, magnesium citrate, magnesium malate. These versions are more bioavailable and easier on an aging digestive system. The ideal daily dose? Between 250 and 400 milligrams, depending on your diet, health status, and medication use. While foods like leafy greens, almonds, black beans, pumpkin seeds, and avocados contain magnesium, soil depletion means most foods today contain less than they used to. So supplementation is often necessary. Vitamin number 3, vitamin D3, the sunshine hormone. Vitamin D3 is far more than a bone vitamin. It's technically a hormone and one of the most vital compounds in your entire body. And yet, after 65, your ability to produce it drops by more than 50%. Why does this happen? Your skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. Seniors spend more time indoors. Sunscreen use and living in northern latitudes block D production. Age-related liver and kidney decline further impairs D metabolism. The impact of low D3 is huge. It contributes to fatigue, weak bones, muscle loss, reduced immunity, and even higher rates of infection. A major 2020 study in the British Medical Journal found that seniors with low vitamin D had 50% higher risk of respiratory infections, 30% higher risk of death from all causes, including cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. D3 also supports memory, cognition, and mood regulation. Low levels are strongly associated with depression and dementia in older adults. Here's the catch. Most multivitamins don't provide enough. While the general recommendation is 600 to 800 IIU per day, research shows that older adults often need 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day just to maintain healthy blood levels, and more if levels are already low. Choose supplements containing cholecalciferol D3, not D2, as it's better absorbed and more active in the body. Take it with food that contains fat to improve absorption. Available as capsules, soft gels, or drops. It's easy to fit into your daily routine. Vitamin number 2, vitamin B12, the energy and brain nutrient. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve function, red blood cell production, and brain performance, but after 65, absorption drops dramatically. Even if you're eating meat, dairy, or eggs, your body may not be getting the B12 it needs. Why? As we age, the stomach produces less acid, which is necessary to release B12 from food proteins. Add in the use of acid blockers, antacids, or medications like metformin, and you may absorb almost none of the B12 from your diet. The result? Subtle symptoms at first, like fatigue, poor memory, and numbness or tingling in the extremities. Over time, it becomes more serious. Walking difficulties, misdiagnosed dementia, and even permanent nerve damage. Many seniors are B12 deficient and don't know it. The good news is it's easily preventable and treatable. Don't rely on food alone. Choose a B12 supplement in methylcobalamin or cyanocobalamin form. These bypass the need for stomach acid and are absorbed through the mouth or small intestine. You can take it as a tablet, lozenge, or injection, depending on your needs. The typical dose for seniors is 500 to 1,000 micrograms daily, and since B12 is water-soluble, the body flushes out what it doesn't need. If you haven't had your B12 levels checked recently, ask your doctor. It could be the most important number in your blood panel. Vitamin number 1, omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. Not technically a vitamin, but absolutely essential, especially after 65. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, are among the most powerful proven nutrients for longevity, brain health, and heart function. A major 2021 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked over 42,000 adults aged 60 plus. Those with the highest omega-3 blood levels had a 36% lower risk of death from all causes, not just heart disease. Another study found fatal heart attacks were reduced by over 45% with regular omega-3 supplementation. These essential fats reduce inflammation, support brain cell structure, protect heart rhythm, improve joint flexibility, sharpen cognitive function. and yet more than 68% of Americans over 60 are deficient. That's because most people don't eat enough fatty fish like salmon or sardines, and omega-3s aren't found in large amounts in most standard diets. To get enough, you need a high-quality fish oil supplement. Look for one that provides at least 1,000 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined. If you have chronic inflammation, cognitive decline, or heart issues, your doctor may recommend up to 2,000 milligrams daily. Choose a formula that's purity tested for heavy metals, in triglyceride form for better absorption, and ideally taken with a meal to prevent aftertaste. Vegetarian. There are algae-based DHA supplements that work just as well. Omega-3s don't just help you live longer, they help you live better, keeping your brain sharp, your heart steady, and your body moving with ease. You've now seen the truth about vitamins after 65. Some can boost longevity, sharpen your mind, and support vitality, while others can silently harm you, even when the label says, for seniors. It's not about taking more, it's about taking smarter. The right forms, the right doses at the right time for your unique body. What's in your supplement cabinet right now? Which vitamin on this list surprised you most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon for more science-backed strategies to help you live stronger, longer. Thanks for watching.